Hi everyone, welcome to this opening round free video guide for the Summershores Tournament Expert Division with tournament wins here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're looking at 6 holes per video, so make sure you watch all 3 videos to cover all 18 holes of this opening round. Plenty of drops and tweaks and suggestions to go along. As always, timestamps in the video down below in the description box. Make sure you take some tokens and tweak and adapt according to your clubs, balls and play style. Good luck, here we go. With the drive here on this par 5, going to play with a Kingmaker, and we're going to start with the red ring touching the rough on the left with APOC 5 and 6 at the top of +8. Adding spin, 5.8 top spin, no side spin. APOC 4, you'd have 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough and you would be at top of +14. Then we adjust max +5 with APOC 4. This will take you into overpower, so be sure to add that on to your shot, whatever you adjust into. Perfect ball away, and then we're going to bounce on the fairway over the rough and rolling down the next piece of fairway to set up a bounce up shot with our sniper. Drive distance is going to be around 350 yards. Time for the second shot now. We want to add spin first before we find our position. So I'm adding my spin here and I'm going with 5.5 bars of backspin, no side spin. And then here I'm finding my position and we're going to be looking at the ball guide reference as well as the second bounce. You can see there it's one green square before the pin in that kind of dark green square column. And you can look at the second bounce being where it was there around the fringe area for a second reference. We're going to use our plus yards displayed here, and we're going to play 5% elevation. Now you can see I actually set up just before plus yards here, but there's a good reference on the notepad there, +1, playing this one 68% slider, that would be +3 with sniper level 9. So 68 slider, 5% elevation, and we're dropping that one right at the pin. Aggressive shot here on hole 2 for those that fancy it at P5 max rest with APOC 5 and above, yellow ring touching the rough line. Then we add spin, 5.8 top spin and 2 left spin. If you've got APOC 4, you will stretch out just under 2 rings to find this position. So it's not ideal for APOC 4 users, but that's the best you can do to replicate it. But obviously APOC 5 and 6, you've got that yellow ring reference at P5 max rest. Max +10 power 5 numbers gives me 9.2 rings to adjust. And then after I've adjusted, with APOC 5 and above, then I'm going to push up here a total of 10 yards. So I go up to the top of +18. I would recommend you push up 16 yards with APOC 4 to compensate for not having the same distance. Max overpower and 2 ball curl to the left. Try and hit perfect. This one will need wind strength and wind angle tweaks, but it's a good demonstration here of finding the fairway, so you can tweak from there. Drive distance is going to be around 430 yards. Now the second shot, we're making a fringe check in line with the pin at the back of the green where the fringe meets the green. Then I add max backspin and 1 bar right spin. I would like you to tweak the aim a little bit to the right here. I just sit on the left edge, but I really like the adjustment. You can see here the second and third bounce about 1 green square above the pin, ball guide coming back through the hole over half a green square. But I would like you just to aim a little bit to the right here. You can see I'm through the middle of the pin. I'd like you just to be a few clicks to the right of that. +8, we're going to play 42% slider, 25% elevation, pull over the bullseye. It's 2% per yard, plenty of tutorials on using the slider and reference checks on the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel home page. We're getting a good look at this, but like I say, aim to the right and you should be in there for an aggressive, but a good chance at the eagle. A rough bump here, but be warned, great right will not be safe, so only play if you're comfortable with that and understand the risk. Even then, I would recommend you take a couple of tokens and get familiar with the setup on this one. It's 1.1 backspin and 3 left spin. It was on very quickly at the beginning of the video. Ball guide as shown there, deliberately missing high of the cup, and you're going to have the inner ring touching the rough line. You can move left and right. There is a very small funnel that you want to be aiming in, but like I said, I would recommend you practice this one a couple of times just to get comfortable with the setup, get yourself used to the pull angle that you may need and put in some tweaks as well. I would recommend you keep the wind below 8 miles per hour. Mid +0, power 2 numbers, sniper 10 numbers as well. But this will need some tweaks and some practicing, but if you want to go for it, catching the rough really nicely. And we turn the corner there and we're sneaking it in for the hole-in-one. If you're enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to support that and help keep it free, we've launched a brand new patreon.com homepage. There is the link. There are lots of perks if you want to become a member over there. All support of the channel is massively appreciated, and it will help, of course, to continue to provide the Golf Clash content here for you. So please go and check that out over at patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Here we're going to set up a P3 max rest with APOC 5 and above. APOC 5 and 6 will have the clear ring touching the rough on the right. Then we add our spin. It takes me a while to actually get the right spins, but the one I settle on is a 5.5 top spin and 2 bars right spin. And you'll see there it just flicks back a couple of clicks from 5.8 before I get rid of the spin box. Second bounce over the rough there. APOC 4 you will need to stretch out 1.7 rings to find your landing position, and you would have 40% of the clear ring inside the rough on the right. Max +10 P3, APOC 4 only needs to push up 1.6 rings after you adjust. Perfect ball, and this is going to bounce on the fairway and hop over the rough. We are going to get a speed roll, but I've not hit the far rough yet, and even if I did, I'm still not going to risk the birdie. But we've got plenty of room there, drive distance around 380 yards. Second shot, we're going to add spin first and then find our landing position. 5 back spin and 1 left spin. And then I'm having the inner ring, or the green ring, touching the rough line with the ball guide going through the hole. The reason I'm setting up quite high up is because we're going to pull down to a lower point and therefore lose distance on the shot. +5 landing position with sniper 10 would be +7 with sniper 9, and both of those would equate to 82% slider, -5 elevation. Make sure you go -5 and not plus. And we're using sniper 10 numbers. This one hits the rough very nicely, not threatening the big bounce over the green, and we drop for the eagle. Now, very tricky par 3 here with this pin location. Top of +10 with sniper 10, yellow ring touching the bunker. Top of +12 with sniper 9. And then we are having the ball guide there going to add spin, enough to get the ball guide as follows. Now, I zoom out here just because I want to see the ball guide when I'm adding spin, but you can see the tip of it there is just pointing to the right edge, kind of the right half of the cup, in between the pin and the right edge. So make sure you apply spin as needed to get the ball guide where we want it to be. That's really crucial. So make sure you zoom out when you're setting spin so you can just about see the tip of the ball guide, and then zoom in to get a better look to see if you are accurate. If not, you may need to just respin by a click or two. Max +5, power 3 settings. Use sniper 10 numbers, and I would advise you to keep the wind below 8. I've not tested this in higher winds, but we have a very nice reference drop. I would imagine that a great left and great right are perfectly safe, just sneaking it in on the right hand side. On this par 5, we've got headwind. We're going to set up with the quarterback at P3 max rest before spin, ball guide pointing down the fairway. Then we switch to an APOC and Cataclysm bag and add spin, 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Then it's time to adjust our rings, which is max +10 power 3 settings for me. That is 6.6 rings, but you should always check your ring measurements with a calculator, as you will have different wind strengths, different club accuracies. 1 ball of curl to the left. Look at the edge of the Kingmaker there, aligning with the outside of the shot circle. Full overpower, fairly slow needle. It won't be that slow with an APOC 4 though, but I think you've definitely got a minor great left and a minor great right. We're looking for around 360 yards. Second shot, 6 top spin, 3 left spin, and setting up here with my level of Cataclysm, red ring touching the rough. Just give yourself a great left and look at the second bounce. You could see it was clearly over the rough line up ahead. You don't want to come in short and clip the rough. We then adjust landing position plus yards, 0 elevation, and my reference here, +4, I'm playing 80%. If you're further away, like +6, you played 85%. It's 2.5% per yard. Going with a bit of left curl to finish there, just to swing this ball round in nicely, clearing the rough and rolling either onto the green or at worst a very, very close range wedge for your eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.